Hello and welcome to My Retired Life. I'm Scott, and this is the channel that we talk about retirement. The good, the bad, finances, what you're doing, everything like that. From my perspective. And today is my birthday. So, happy birthday to me. I turned 66 today, and I'm going to reflect on my last 11 years of being retired. And those 11 years have flown by. I'm a big advocate for retiring early. And there's a reason why I'm a big advocate. Not because my dad told me to retire early, but he said, retire as early as you can. And I thought, okay, for once I'll take some of his advice, because as a kid I didn't. So this retirement thingy, 11 years have gone by, and I've reached 66. I retired at 55. The most important thing that I could pass on to you is time flies like that. It flies like that. I don't know where it went. I really don't. Well, I do, because I was enjoying it. Now, I'm 66, so I've had 11 years. This is my 11th. 11 years retired. Next month or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm doing this because it's my birthday. So 11 years. And it just flew, right? It just flew. But getting back to that point where it just flies by, the number 66 is very important. Because in another month and a half, 66.1, I did a video on it. You can check it up here. Here or here. I always get mixed up, but I think it's over here. 66.1 is when the average person gets an ailment. Now, the ailment could be cancer. It could be high blood pressure, it could be a number of things. But that is when you get hit the hardest. Now, when you retire at 65 and you turn 66, you've had 1 year of retirement. And your best years will probably be up to 75 if you take the numbers and the averages, right? If you go to 75, you've had 10 good years of retirement. I'll have 20, excuse me. Early morning and math. It doesn't always go together. I'll have 11 years of retirement. Right now, I'll have 20 years of retirement then. So anybody that's younger and watching this video, or is saving for retirement or thinking about retiring early, I highly suggest it. But there's caveats to that, right? You can have a caveat of, well, first of all, you have to have the money. You have to have the health insurance. You have to have a plan. Without a plan, you can't make it come together. And it's just amazing. Good morning.
Good morning.
You'll see them here in a minute. There they go. Everybody's so friendly around here. Without a plan, you don't have diddly squat. And the best advice I gave my son when he was 20 years old was, when you get paid, even at a part-time job, even at a small-time minimum wage job, when you get paid and you take your home pay, you'll see your taxes coming off your check. But when you get paid, let's say you took home $100 from your part-time job, put 10 of that into a savings account. And every time you get paid, take 10 to 20%, whatever you can afford, and put it in a savings account, in the same savings account. And after a year or two, when you're younger, it'll add up. That's when you get financial help. You go to a financial financial reporters. They could help you too, but you go to a retirement specialist to help you invest that money. Don't even touch it. Don't even touch it. Don't even think about it. Don't do anything with it except let it accrue. and then you'll have money when you retire. And then when you retire at 55, in Canada, we still get health care, so we don't have to worry about that. And anybody that says health care is free in Canada, they're full of it. I was taxed heavily off my paychecks. Heavily off my paychecks. So it's not free, and it takes time, especially if you have to get a hip done, a knee done. My neighbor had, my mom had a hip done. She had to go to the doctor. She had to go to a specialist 6 months later. The specialist had to book an MRI to see how the hip was and what needs to be done. And then 6 months later, so 2 years roughly, before she got her hip done. So that's Canada's healthcare system as it stands today. But if you're an American, I understand that you have to cover your own healthcare insurance, right? You have to cover your own healthcare insurance when you turn 55, if you retired at 55 or 60. 60 is Medicare. I'm not sure how the Medicare system works down here, but I know at 65 you're fully eligible if you worked, right? I think that's correct. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I love comments. So to retire early in the United States or Canada, or I don't know what your country rules are, you if your health care is covered by you paying taxes, like I stated earlier, then you should be able to retire at 55 if you saved enough money or put enough money away or invested it or did whatever you had to do. Which brings me to the next little tidbit, and it's getting really windy, so let's turn around and go back. Hopefully that makes it better. So that brings me to the next little tidbit. I made 66, well, I'm assuming next month will be 0.1, with no health issues. Other than my doctor says I gotta lose weight, which, by the way, big announcement, dun, da, 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 drum roll, trrr, ding, I'm down 15 pounds since October. And a lot of that is just eating sensibly and walking and exercising. So your health is another vital reason why you have to be in good health. You have to be in good health to make 66.1 or 70 or 74, 5, or my dad, who still exercises, still goes for walks, 93. 93 years old. It's awesome. So on my birthday, and my birthday wish in particular, is to continue being fit, to enjoying life, and helping others with this YouTube channel. That's just one of the many things that I do. I have another channel on things that I do as hobbies and activities, and it's called On Location with Scott. I'll put a link up here or up here, I'm not sure which, probably up here. Again, I got this mixed up. I got to figure out where it is. I think it's up here. Of all the things that I do, that's my channel. I don't have as many subscribers there because I put all kinds of stuff up there, whether it's going to a car show or a concert or going to explore an abandoned building, or I even tried magnet fishing. Why? Because I can. I was retired. I can do this. I mean, you could do anything you want as long as you maintain your health. And your best years, if you're an average person and retire at 65, are 65 to 75, and you better be ready for it. Otherwise, you're not going to have a great retirement. So be ready, stay fit, exercise, live for today. Even if you're working, live for today. And we're going to call this one done.